Oh my gosh, hang on. Let's do this. We're setting up, okay? We're setting up. Relax. Okay. Hold on. Okay. We gotta do it this way. That was a chore. Okay. So, we are live on location at the hospital. Yes. So, it's been a moment, and I know I have been, updating my statuses, and sometimes I'm a little vague in the statuses. I didn't actually post what was happening until, like, I think after surgery 1. I think that's when I actually posted, like, what had happened. And yet, everybody keeps asking me what happened. So, I'm gonna chill for, like, a hot moment and let people get on. Because I have this thing about talking with myself, and I hate it. It's not my specialty. Maybe it is. I don't know. But we're gonna hold on just a minute and see if anybody hops on. Okay. Sorry. Oh my goodness. People messaging me. Like I said, I'm getting tons of messages. My phone has been blowing up. So it's been a thing. I don't even drink soda, but in the hospital, apparently I do, because this is like my 3rd ginger ale. So, apparently 3 ginger ales are my limit in the hospital. Take off my tab for James for later. Y'all don't understand that, and that's fine. But anyway, live on location. Lord's Hospital. So we'll just put that right there. Okay. Hi to people who are on. It says there's 2. Hi, Lindsay. Lindsay knows what's going on. She actually brought me to the hospital for round number 1. Monday morning. When we thought initially I just had an infection. So let me start at the beginning. Okay, maybe that is the best idea. I think that's the best idea, rather than, like, telling you where we are now. Okay, so, oh wow, I'm gonna go back to further than the beginning. You guys need to understand, from, like, last Thursday, not as in yesterday, but the Thursday before that. The Thursday before that, I had surgery, okay? I had 4 lymphomas taken out of my legs, all right? With me? Okay. On my left leg, I had 3 taken out above the knee, okay? That was on Thursday, the whatever day it was, okay? So Thursday, May something or another, not yesterday, the Thursday before. 4 lymphomas, 3 taken out about the top of my left knee. So it was rough to walk. But James and I decided we were going to take his kids, Trenton and Chloe, to go fishing. Now, on Saturday, we went fishing with success. It was just me, James, and Chloe. And we went down to the river in sandals. I did, because I was going in the water with the sandals. Went well. I caught a pike. A northern pike, I guess. I don't know if there's another word in between there. I don't know. Anyway, that's where I got sun. I got some sun. Okay. So now, that was Saturday. Saturday went fine. I was walking gingerly, you know. It took a minute for Ashley to get there, but it was fine. It was fine. Sunday, we took Trenton, Chloe, and James and I went to Cole Park. Okay? I like fishing at Cole Park. I mean, I'm generally guaranteed to get something. The Borders. Hi, Aunt Tammy. You know what? I'm not sure. I don't have an answer for that. But it's a very old-fashioned border, so there's that. Anyway, okay. So Sunday, we went about 1 o'clock-ish. his kids go back to their mother on Sunday at like 3:30ish. So, and James had to go to work. So like 1 o'clock we were at Cole Park. And in the car, I decided I'm going to take my sneakers off because they were new. Listen, I don't care that they were $10 from Walmart. Okay? I was protecting my $10 Walmart shoes from getting dirty. Okay? That's my prerogative, right? Okay. So, in order to protect my $10 Walmart sneakers, I took them off and I put on my fancy pants sandals, the ones from the day prior, you know, my fishing ones, sandals. They're strappy, you know, they're really ugly. They really are. They're ugly. I don't like them, but they're my fishing sandals. They're specifically for fishing. So I put them on Sunday in the car, and then we walked down to, what is it, the pond?
Hey, Ashley,
Hi.
you're leaving around 4.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Thank
Pleasure meeting you.
You too.
I hope I gave you some great food service.
You did. It was
Okay.
delicious, and lunch was great. Thank you so
Super.
much.
You're welcome.
All right, bye-bye. Sorry about that. That was the food delivery man, and he just wanted to wish me a goodbye, because I won't be here for dinner. Anyway, so we walk down to, it's a pond, right? Cole Park is a pond? I think it is. It's big. I don't know. It's the water source. So we were walking down there. Now, we weren't walking down towards like the beach area. We were going around back from the pavilions up near the road, out back in the forestry, if you will. But there's paths. There's dirt paths, like dirt road paths. So it's not like you're walking in the forest. So I'm walking, and I'm walking gingerly still because of the thigh surgery thing. And we just get down to right where you would get to the grassy area, if you will. So I could see the water. We were just getting there. Then all of a sudden, I don't know how this happened. I swear it attacked me, okay? Like, there is no other way to put it. The stick, it's not a stick. I mean, because when I think stick, I think like branch. It was like, it looked comparable to a wood chip, and that's just what I'm going to stick with. I didn't even mean to do that pun. That's funny, though. I impressed myself right there. Anyway, wood chip is what we're going to go with. Don't know where it came from. Never saw it until it was in me. That thing popped up over my sandal. And if these are my toes, these are my 5 toes. This would be the big toe. This would be the little toe. That thing went in between my toes into my foot right there, okay? And it stuck. And I had to pull it out. So it was stuck in me. I don't know how far. I don't know anything else. Instinctively, I pulled it out. When you get stuck with something, you pull it out. Like, I didn't sit here and investigate anything. I just pulled it out. It bled, and it hurt. But I went about my business. Everything was fine, okay? I knew that, you know, it would have to be cleaned, but we had just gotten there. I'm not making them leave. So when we got back home, I put my foot in water and soaked it. I soaked my foot. And that way, hold on. That way, I could get like the dirt and stuff off. Logical. Hi, John. So, stick in between here, pulled it out. Now I'm soaking it. Now, with my thigh surgery, I couldn't bend over much, so it's not like I could lift my foot up and look at it like I normally could. But I couldn't find the puncture wound. It was like so small. Monday comes, Monday morning, getting ready to go to work. And as the night went on, it hurt. It hurt pretty bad. Having a hard time walking. I just let my boss know. I was like, hey, got an injury. Not walking the greatest. Woke up Monday morning. My foot was gigantic and so painful. I could not walk. So this is where Lindsay comes in. Lindsay is on the phone with me. this had nothing to do with my injury. I called her to talk with her. And I kind of told her what was going on, and she's like, that sounds like an infection. I said, it's all good. I have an appointment at the walk-in at 2 o'clock. She's like, that sounds like you should go to the ER. That sounds like something I don't want to do. Lindsay picks me up because I couldn't walk. So my boss was like, don't come in. You can't drive a bus if you can't walk. But she takes me to the ER. ER doctor, the podiatrist, lovely dude, by the way, lovely. I've been with him like all week. He has been taking care of me. But he took me in, and they couldn't find the puncture mark. I said, I know. I told him the story. Anyway, that was Monday morning. They gave me some antibiotics because we're just thinking it's an infection. Come to find out, I am allergic to a lot of antibiotics. The three medicines I am allergic to are all antibiotics. And by the time this whole thing is over today, that list is up to 5 antibiotics. Yeah, so that's a thing. They finally found one that works for me. But at any rate, he gave me an antibiotic, and like it through an IV, and all of a sudden, I guess, my head was itching. Like, I wanted to claw it out. Like, just like scrape out my scalp. And when they walked back in, I guess my whole head was red, and now the itching had moved down my arms to my chest, everything. They call it red man syndrome, okay? I don't know the name of the medication. It starts with a V. That's all I know. Red man syndrome. They said, oh yeah, you generally get that when you put it through the IV. Well, that would have been nice to know beforehand. So it's not like I'm actually allergic to the medication. In pill form, it might be okay. They don't know. We never tried that. So he ended up prescribing me something different to go home with. Home did not last long. By Monday night, I was in so much pain. I couldn't move. It hurt my foot to breathe. How does your foot hurt when you breathe? How is that a possibility? That's what was happening. And I fell asleep. They'd given me Benadryl at the hospital when I was having that reaction to the medication, so I was knocked out. I woke up around 6, took the medication they gave me in pill form, and then later I was nauseous, I was hot, I was cold. It was the craziest thing. And then all of a sudden it felt like my throat, I couldn't swallow very well. Lindsay was freaking out because I was talking to Lindsay. And James was freaking out because James was at work. And I had no way to get to the hospital. Yep. So finally around 11, James left work, and he came and got me to the hospital. They tried more antibiotics, only to find out I was allergic to more antibiotics. The rest of this is just too much. It's too much. Let me just tell you that at one point there was a doctor who refused to treat me because he wanted to give me the same medication they gave me earlier Monday morning, the one that made me itch and turn red. And after the nurses said no, well, he acted like a 2-year-old and stomped off to his office, and nobody heard from him again, and he refused to order anything else for me. So from 8:30 in the morning until 6:30 at night, I had 0 antibiotics because he refused to order me any in the ER. So there's that. At any rate, then I had an ultrasound, okay, on my foot, because they're like, there's got to be something else going on. The antibiotics that she was taking or whatever, we just, let's see. That's when she showed me on the monitor. There was this 19 millimeters. I think that's just under, I think I talked to James this thing out, and it's just under like 1 inch piece of wood in my foot. So I'm admitted to the hospital, and on Wednesday, Wednesday, they did operation number 1, and they pulled a piece of wood out and called it a day. It was a bedside surgery. Sure was. And they pulled a piece of wood out. Stitched me up, 1 stitch, called it a day. I was like, awesome, we're done. Great, that's good. On the mend. I go to the bathroom, half an hour later, doctor comes back and goes, I'm not satisfied. That little piece of wood does not add up to the piece of wood that they found on the ultrasound. I gotta go back in. I cried. I bawled. I was crying. I'm like, no. It was painful. I wasn't put under. It was just shots in my foot. It was horrible. He goes back in, pulls out 3 more. He is now confident that this adds up to the one that was on the screen, and he thinks it just broke apart. So Wednesday night, I was scheduled to leave. Okay? James was gonna come get me. They sent me down for an ultrasound just to make sure it's all good. It wasn't all good. That 19 millimeter piece, still in there. The ones they took out, they didn't even know were in there. They just happened to find that there when they went in. So yesterday I was sent to the OR last night, and they put me under, and they decided they're gonna poke around a lot in there to make sure they get every piece of wood that's in there. So that is what they did. When I woke up, this is what I got. Oh, there it is. That's the piece of wood. That's the original one. Can you see that? What? It was so deep, they didn't even know. It was so deep in my foot. Like, yeah. But they poked around. Nothing else is in there. Thank goodness. I'm being released today. James is going to come get me after work. Needless to say, I am now scared of wood chips. I'm scared of wood chips. And sandals are questionable. I might wear sandals on like asphalt or concrete, but if there is any like nature around, that's going to be a hard pass. A hard pass. And fishing shoes are going to now be shoes that I will find that are not, no holes, nothing that can like anti wood chip attackable, you know? That's gonna be, that's the new goal. So, but I can decently, okay, look. Okay, they've got it all sorts of wrapped up. That was too much trying of flexibility for me. It's all wrapped up. I don't know what it looks like after surgery from last night. I haven't touched it. I don't know. Nobody has told me what to do with this. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to undress it and redress it at some point. I think it's a daily thing, so I might do that later. But yeah, I'm on the mend. I think there's only like 2 stitches, so that's good. So now currently, after 1 week, I've had 5 things done to me, okay? 4 surgeries in a week, 3 of which were on my foot in the same exact place. So now I have stitches on my knee, above my knee over here, and I don't know what's going on with my foot. Yeah, Kaylee, it's been a week. It's been a thing. It's been rough. Hashtag watch out for the wood chips. Okay. I don't know. I've got no words. I look like crap. I can't wait to like go home and use like actual soap. Hi Nikita. Use like real people soap, not like hospital soap, which by the way dries you out like nobody's business. It's a little too like clean, I guess. But yeah, soap and like shampoo this hot mess and condition it, because the soap that they have here, it's like a 20-in-1 situation. It's like hand washing soap, body soap. It said shampoo. It said sanitizer. There were more. I don't remember all of them. I'm like, oh, this is just a very multiple soap. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Kaylee. I've seen that you've had a week too. Different week. But yeah. So I'm not sure what that soap did to this hair. But Nikita, it does all things. It's in its own class. Seriously. And never in my life have I ever felt more 80. Let me tell you. In the ER, I had to go to the bathroom, but I knew how much pain it hurt to walk. So I didn't want to get up. So I was like trying to hold it. I don't know what I thought was going to happen. So finally I talked to the nurse and she's like, oh, we don't have to get you up. Get the bedpan. What? She's like, yeah, sweetie. It's the jail soap. Yeah. But in liquid form, not in don't drop the soap form. She's just like, okay, sweetie, just take your pants off. Because not until yesterday did I get a gown. It was so weird. So she's like, drop your pants. So now I'm like trying to shimmy them down with my foot hurting. And then she takes this plastic thing and shoves it under me, which was uncomfortable. Now I'm laying down straight missionary style. Is that a thing? Was I laying missionary style, or is that just a sex thing? I don't know. Anyway, I was laying down and like I've never peed this way in my life. She stepped out, right? So now I'm laying down peeing in a plastic dish. Okay. So she comes back and she's like, let me grab it before you roll, otherwise we'll have a big situation. So she grabs it, I roll, and now she's wiping me down with baby wipes. That happened twice. And I felt humiliated. It's horrible. Then I get up here. I can't walk. So now I'm walking with a walker. I have it. A walker. Where is it? There it is. My walker friend. I've been trying to do without walker friend, but so I got a walker. And then the next day after coming up here, so it would have been Wednesday. Does it have tennis balls? No, it doesn't. Apparently the hospital doesn't do that. That's like just an old person thing, I think. I don't know. It would scoot a lot better if it did have tennis balls, I will tell you that much. But then the nurse comes in Wednesday morning and she's like, all right, sweetie, you ready to wash up? Wash up? I can't stand. How am I going to wash up? No. It's okay. I'm going to give you a sponge bath. I was disappointed to find out that a sponge bath doesn't actually involve a sponge. And that I had to do it myself in front of her. It was not, a bath had nothing to do with it, okay? It was like, here's some washcloths and the multi-functional soap, and just kind of rub your arms down and your chest, and that's about it. And then they tried to shower my hair. It's a shower cap that has the soap in it, which doesn't do anything because they put it on my dry hair. And you put it on and then you just go. So when you take it off, there are only spots where the soap went. And when I went back into the bathroom to go to the bathroom, I look at my hair, I'm like, this looks worse than it did before. It looks greasier in those spots where the soap touched. it's been a moment. It's been a moment. It's been a hell of a week. It's been oh, by the way, I named the doctor. I don't know his name. I don't know his actual name. No idea what his real name is. The doctor that refused to treat me. I named him Dr. Richard Noggin, if you understand what I mean. He had the audacity to come up the other day, and then he was only in here for like 30 seconds. And he looks at my IV, and he goes, "Oh, seems they found something for you." Little secret. In the ER at 3 a.m. before this doctor got on, this is what they gave me. And I had no side effects. But he refused to give me that. He wanted to give me the one that gave me Red Man syndrome. He refused to give me this. So did they find something that they could give me? Yeah, I already had it. You refused to give it to me. Because apparently you wanted side effects. So Dr. Richard Noggin's like, oh. And you know what? He says, in the 30 seconds he was here, he goes, huh, I can't believe there's actually something inside of you. Like, the x-ray didn't show that. And then he went, and left. He's so lucky I couldn't move. I wanted to knock him out. I've never despised somebody so much in my life. And here's who I can chalk him up to being like. He reminds me, and I can't remember the guy's name, and I forgot to Google it. But in Romy and Michelle's high school reunion, the jock that Romy was in love with, he's an idiot. He was an idiot, but he was really popular and dating the most popular girl. And he was a jock, but he was an idiot. This doctor looked and sounded just like him. I wanted to lose my mind on him. Sure did. But I didn't. Kept it cool. So I want to thank all of the nurses up here on CN3. Freaking amazing. So helpful, regardless of the sponge bath without a sponge and the humiliating 80-year-old tactics. But totally amazing. They've been wonderful. In fact, I've had nurses come back today who aren't my nurse for the day, just to check on me. It's weird. They're like, you were our favorite patient. We just wanted to check on you. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, thank you. Like, glad. I've been here all week. Should have sold tickets. Everybody's amazed. I've got people walking in that aren't supposed to be in here because they've heard. They don't believe that I had wood in my foot, and I've had 2 people tell me that I should write a book about it. So that's already in my head. Something I'm thinking about. So yeah, it's been a thing. I also want to thank Dr. Kaplan, podiatrist, and Dr. Ramani 1 and Dr. Ramani 2, both podiatrists. Thank you so much for your guys' help in getting these, little things out of me. This one I named, by the way. Its name is Cole, after Cole Park. Yes, I named the piece of wood. Sure did. This was in me. Like, I had wood in me. Not like that. Not like real wood in my foot. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. So, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go. I think in like an hour I might be leaving. It all depends on James. So, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go and enjoy the view. Yes, I'm gonna do that, and maybe read or something. I've been doing that like all week. Oh, this little friend grew overnight. Where's my makeup? I need makeup. Does anybody have makeup? No. Okay, I'm gonna go. Love you guys. Thanks for all of your words, and kindness, and prayers, and everything else. Hopefully we're on the mend. Bye, guys.